Yeah, me again. Hey, out of unit 24 today. This pit, or this unit, has like 5 pits in it that show boat ramps. I'm at the furthest northeast part of unit 24. Figured I'd take the longest road to the furthest away boat ramp. And they're listed as a gray boat ramp, which means, you know, it's not the concrete boat ramp kind of thing going on. But I was surprised to find out that this one actually seems to have a concrete boat ramp. They've put in a bunch of this big rock here. I guess it got washed away. But this is the furthest northeast pit. I can see that, you know, you could launch a John boat here for sure, maybe even a bass tracker, especially if you have 4-wheel drive. Looks like it's, you know, 2-3 feet deep out there. But then there's that, the weeds grow up, so you got to get through that. Ooh, there's a fish or something right over there. But this is a pit in unit 24. It looks like a fairly long one on the map. I passed a little short one on the way here that I'm going to fish next time. And man, it looks so cool. Trees in the water and stuff. This one seems to have the undulating banks and the weeds growing up. So, you know me, I'll be throwing a buzzbait. But we're going to take a tour of this here pit, see what it looks like, see if it might be something that you might want to come out and explore yourself. So anyway, with that said, let's get after it. So there's a look down. It is a long pit. But you can definitely launch your boat here. It's like 4 feet down to the end, and I was still hitting solid concrete. So, although, like I say, you do have all this. Once you launch your boat, you probably use your trolling motor to get out in the open water. But man, so not much on this side. That side over there looks like it's got quite a bit of brush. And this pit would definitely be down, it looks like it's down about 3 feet from where it normally would be. Just looking at the bank structure. Anyway, I'm going to go up the side that doesn't look like it has much going on, buzzbait my way up, and then come back down this other side. Hopefully we'll still be in the shade. We'll see. Okay, well, there's seems to be kind of a ridge right here. Lots of vegetation coming up from the bottom. Don't know how deep this pit is because it's not one of those that was graphed. I think maybe I need to get closer over to the bank here. This is really great cover though for bass to hang out in, obviously. I don't know what kind of weeds these are that grow up from the bottom like this, but they're ones that bass like. Somebody came up and grabbed its tail. Oh, there's a bass right there. There's a bass right there cruising the shoreline. I just wanted to show you this. This is the kind of bank that I've been seeing the whole way up here. Got the weeds coming out and then it stops. Oh, there's 2 bass. Oh, and there's a turtle right there. Far out. Good time to turn the camera on. But there were 2 bass that were hanging, just sitting right there on the bank looking up in the grass. I've seen, 4 bass now. I'm sure that first one I saw was a bass because of the black stripe on its side. But this is the kind of structure that we have here. So that's why I'm using a crankbait, is because they don't really look like they're committed to being up in the grass there. They could be. I mean, They were hanging kind of close to the edge. Probably if I was using something, there's a little bluegill down there. If I was in another bluegill, if I was using a like a spook or whatever, something that kind of sat still and made some noise that could bring them, get them to where they would want to hit. Ooh, there's a nice big something out there. Holy cow. Man. Oh, it's a bird, I guess. Like a snake bird. I wonder if anybody's ever accidentally caught one of those. Anyway, nice smooth bottom. Probably a swim jig or something would work really well. I get the feeling that this pit has some nice bass in it though. I really do. Nice structure over there on the other bank. You know, if you're using like a jig and just bouncing along the bottom, if you had the time to do that, you might have some luck. Okay, I'm going to go back to my buzz bait. Just because I got to move a little faster than I'm moving. This is a really nice long pit. Oh, okay. How about that? Oh, got it again? Wow. Oh wait, let's try that again. Only this time with feeding. So apparently they do like the buzzbait. Okay. Cool pit, man. Oh, there's a bass. No. So branches in the water there. I'm telling you, I think this pit is going to have some good bass in it. I would definitely come back and fish this again just by what I've seen alone. See. Okay. You're done. Hook yourself well enough. I can do this. There you go. So, they like it. Hey man, I'll tell you what. I'm trying to put you back in the water. Well, I'm happy to know that they like this. The good old sexy shad. Right off of this tree out here. So getting closer to the back. Notice how this side of the pit has stayed the same. Got the undulation in the bank there, little coves, little points kind of. The structure in the water has stayed the same. Got the floating weeds bed there along the bank, comes out a ways and drops straight off. I mean stops. And then pretty much just a good mud-ish bottom that comes out. That would be great for so many different things. Well, even a spinnerbait. But anyway, getting closer to the back, this looks kind of interesting. Looks like it goes off in two different areas there. Another little guy. Water must be pretty warm because you feel sort of warm. That was right underneath this tree here, kind of. All right, well, so this is what it looks like. There's another, oh hey, got another bass that came off. Probably the same size as the other ones. Okay, guess what? This little pass-through right here connects to another big long pit just like what I've been fishing in. And I'm not going to go down it because I don't have that kind of time. But hey, if you have a boat with an outboard, or if you have a really good trolling motor and battery, I think I found you a really fun place to come and check out. Okay, so this is definitely more shallow back here. Oh, jumped all over it. Oh, nice, nice, really nice. Oh, come back here. He's a nice one too. Wow, really nice. So he is hanging out. Wow, nice fat belly on him too. He is hanging out right back in the shallows, full sunlight. That's so cool. Oh, just like that. I say it wasn't quite as big, but you know, that's the idea. Cool. Yep. My goodness, we got some little guys back in here that are really aggressive. I still wonder what in the world is making this. There were two huge, long-lasting swirls right out in the middle of this pit back towards the boat ramp. I'd seen a snake bird come up, pop up out of the water, and hinga, whatever you want to call it. Little fishies will skip out of the way. Ta-da! Dance, little Jean, this day is for you. Dang, man, you are not gonna come out either. Little buddy, thank you so much. You like it? See, look at this. Look at that brush down in the water. Oh my. Great hiding place. We have more of the same right up here. Guess what? The story on the opposite side of the bank that I went up is the same. The weeds coming out, providing a nice little shelf, a platform of vegetation where bass can get up in all that stuff and just kind of hang out. Frog, something topwater-ish, would probably be a great thing to toss on top of that. Let them bust through. But you have to have really good line for that kind of stuff because you got to get them out of there once you do connect. And even though there's not a lot, it doesn't come out very far. Just getting a little bit of that on your line along with a nice sized bass, it's going to strain most lighter pound test line. But I haven't found any shallow flats or anything. I mean, this looks kind of shallow right up here, so who knows, maybe speaking too soon, but I will definitely let you know. Okay, so what I thought was, I mean, it does come out a little bit more shallow right in this one area here, but then it drops off into the deep. So there is a stretch, and this probably would be a good place to think about spawning bass. There's the back where I came around, so let's see, I don't know, maybe about a third of the way back to the ramp is where this more shallow area is. Oh, yeah, that one did. That one did. What's a weird kind of hookup thing here? Oh, it's my blade got him as well. Easy. Huh. Another fish with a little something that got him. I wonder if that could be like a blue heron. Pecked him when he was younger. Anyway, they still like my buzz bait. Yay. Man, it just drops off. This is one of those, another nice deep pit. Man, great structure along here. Oh, cool. That was a really crappy cast. Well, the first pit I explore in Unit 24 turns out to have a surprise to it back in the back. That little pass-through to yet another pit that, according to the map, looks every bit as long as this one is. Let's see, it's 12, 15, so about 2.5 hours, I guess, is how long it took me to go up and come back. Lots of really cool structure in here. Not so much on the trees and the water along the bank. I mean, there are some, but the weed growth, the way that it hugs the bank, provides that canopy where, you know, you could toss a frog on it or whatever. Just be sure you have heavy line so you can get them out of there. Seems to be really deep. I think it'd be another really great pit for, like, if you like throwing jigs, pitching jigs or whatever. I'm sure crawdads are probably a bait, you know, anything crawdad colored probably would work really good in here. But anyway, I like it. And I have a feeling that this one's got some really nice sized bass in it as well. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. The weekends are now the time when you can take your kids out because school's back in full swing. So, you know, keep in mind, there's lots of really great places to take your kids fishing around these pits here, either around Pittsburgh or Pittsburgh, Kansas, or out here by West Mineral, all these pits out here. This particular pit doesn't have any kind of place to really fish from the bank because there's so much in the way of weeds and things. I mean, you know, you can come down to it, walk over there and fish, but I don't think that kids would have a whole lot of fun fishing here. There's a lot better options, let's put it like that, like around Big Brutus. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and until later. I know these trips are going to be slowing down a little bit because I will be actually going back to work full-time as a driver for KVC. So I'm looking forward to that. Still get to work with kids like I did when I was teaching, so it's a good thing. But this is a beautiful day, so be sure you get out and enjoy it. Take advantage of this incredible resource we have here called the Mind Land Wildlife Area. Till later, bye.